Hi, and welcome to CX Bytes, a T-Tech web series where we have small conversations around big customer experience topics. Today, we'll be talking about transportation, mobility, and specifically tolling, which is a timely topic this time of year. Millions are taking to the roads, and as they do, they may notice there's a lot of change happening to the industry. Namely, there's a lot more digitization, personalization, and automation going on when it comes to tolling and electronic tolling agencies. There's a lot of new technology out there. There's a lot of new customer service and security issues to worry about. And here to help me discuss and make sense of it all is Brian McNiff of T-Tech's public sector practice. Hey there, Brian.
Good afternoon, Liz. Thanks for the opportunity to talk a little bit about transportation.
Excellent, excellent. I mean, I'm very excited to talk to you. I think you've got a very unique perspective. You came to the T-Tech family from the acquisition of Fanuel, which is known in the industry as a leader in the tolling and transportation industry. So combining that with the T-Tech customer experience leadership, I think it gives you a unique perspective on this topic. So thanks for joining us.
Sure, absolutely.
Great. So let's dig right in. As I mentioned, people are back on the roads, they're traveling. There's a lot of shipping and toll and just traffic on the roads and things. So what are some of the most critical challenges facing electronic tolling agencies right now?
Yeah, if you think of if you're a toll agency specifically, and it can mean for any transportation industry, you can go to transit as well. But if you are a management personnel, an executive director, the director of ops, there's two main things among a myriad of things that they're thinking about. One is revenue assurance. Why is that important? Because they have to collect each and every toll for anybody who's using the road. Not only is it a fairness issue, but it's also from a legislative and bond covenant, meaning the loans they sign to build the loans, they must collect and put best efforts to collect each and every toll. That's number one. Number two, on the opposite side of the P&L, is the cost optimization. Agencies, the managers of these agencies, they see the dollars collected as public funds, rightfully so. They want to make sure that how they spend those funds, how they allocate those dollars is done with as much due diligence and as much perseverance as possible.
So when it comes to these two critical elements, the cost and the revenue, what can be done to succeed in the coming year with regard to these topics? What recommendations do you have to really make sure you optimize both of those?
Yeah, well, when you think about revenue assurance, let's start with the revenue assurance. It really goes around with, am I creating a CX, a customer experience, so that my road user, regardless of how they come in, whether they come in from a mobile app, the website, a web chat, or actually call the agency themselves, that it's the experience is the same, or at least the somewhat equivalent. Obviously, the channel that you're using, the tool you're using will vary, but that the service is such that it's easy for a road user to pay a toll, to discuss a violation, and ultimately get their issue solved very quickly. And that is, in order to do that, then a toll agency is very concerned about their technology. Is their technology and the partner that they've selected to deliver that technology, is the partner trustworthy? Is the technology future-proof? Is a big word in the industry now. And future-proof doesn't necessarily mean I use the same piece of software for the next 15 years, because many of these contracts in tolling are 5, 7, 10 years in length. Future-proof to a tolling and transportation agency means, is the platform flexible enough to expand when my business rules expand? If there's end of life of one piece of the software, that my vendor can come in and bring in another piece of software in order to keep the overall customer experience and solution running.
So in order to do that, T-Tech public sector is one of those partners. What are some of the conversations you're having with clients about some of the tactics and strategies to maybe do that?
Yeah, it's interesting. We've started, so Faneuil was purchased by T-Tech in April, and we've started a mini road show with a T-Tech sales guy and myself. And a lot of the positive feedback was around the upfront consulting, specifically in the customer journeying, because it's not typical that that's done in transportation. What T-Tech brings to the party, if you will, is all of that experience in the other verticals. So if they're working with a DoorDash, that experience of what does the customer want, how am I delivering it, is invaluable than when we talk to a tolling agency about, hey, why don't we focus on actually mapping out the customer journey, and then based on that customer journey, let's do a roadmap of expenditures. Those expenditures can be enhancements to their business processes, it can be additional technology, or it can be a retraining of individuals. It doesn't always mean that improving that customer journey is a huge dollar amount. It can be a Kaizen effect, so small individual improvements over time in order to deliver, as I talked about earlier, that enhanced service.
Great. So a little bit over time becomes a lot, and therefore then you've got some actual big improvements made. So
Yeah,
that's a
exactly.
great point. So as we go into 2023, what are you looking forward to within this industry? What are some of the exciting things that you're looking forward to talking about and doing?
Yeah, well, as I started, the challenges for a transportation management team have never been greater. And as I come from Faneuil, as you opened up this little podcast, and in working with the T-Tech team, a couple of things come about. T-Tech's ability to bring the consulting, to bring the technology, to bring AI and data solutions, coupled with the subject matter expertise of the Faneuil team within transportation and technology. I'm very excited. I think we've had a lot of positive conversations with existing clients and new clients. I think 2023 will be a great year for the public sector and transportation team at T-Tech.
Great. Well, Brian, thank you so much for your insights. Looking forward to 2023 as well. And for those of you hitting the roads, take a look at all that amazing new innovation happening in the industry. So if you're interested in learning more, for those of you watching, you can definitely take a look at ttechgov.com, where you can find more information about what Brian's doing and what the whole T-Tech public sector group is doing as well. So Brian, again, thank you so much for this great insight. Thank you all for watching, and stay tuned for more CX Bytes episodes where we'll be talking about all sorts of customer experience topics. And we will see you soon. Have a great day, everybody.